Hey everybody, CW here, Card Wolf, because I'm always on the hunt for great cards. And you see the big pink D20, and if you watch the channel very much, you know what that means. It is time, once again, for Dorking with Dice. That's right. We roll this big pink D20, and depending upon what number comes up, that's the pack that we open out of this box of 20 vintage packs. And today it is a mixed box. We've got football, baseball, and hockey in here. Nobody really suggested what they wanted in the comments yesterday on the video. I asked, if you have a preference, let me know, and nobody had a preference, so I thought I'd just go completely crazy and do a fully mixed box of all three sports that I open here on the channel, and hopefully we'll get something good out of here. Now, of course, as always, I've got to have three special packs in here in the 1, 10, and 20 spot. Now, all of the packs are good. There are many very interesting packs in here. Some you will have never seen me open before, but the 1, 10, and 20 packs are especially good, I think, and we will see what those are. We got the number 1 pack, and it has been in the Dorking box for a while now. I think it is, It's late October. I think this has been in the box for almost 2 months at this point. We still have not opened it, and I wish we would. It is a 1984 Topps Football Wax Pack. This is a big pack, one of the best packs of the 80s for football, because you can find a Dan Marino rookie, John Elway rookie, Eric Dickerson rookie, and many other great rookies, some other Hall of Fame rookies that year. It is a loaded set, and I am looking forward to opening that pack at some point. In the number 20 position, we have this somewhat beat up, but in perfectly decent shape. I don't think the cards have been beat up by any means. It's 1982 Topps Wax Pack, 1982, a great year for Topps baseball because you get a Cal Ripken Jr. rookie out of there, as well as a Lee Smith rookie, who was also a Hall of Famer. And very early cards of Ricky Henderson, pull a second-year Ricky Henderson out of here. Some other very good players. So third-year Ricky Henderson, not second-year. Second-year Tim Raines, third-year Ricky Henderson. But speaking of Tim Raines, let's open in the number 10 spot, see if we can get this one. This is a 1981 Donruss Wax Pack. I've never opened one of these on the channel. I don't think I have anyway. And I'm excited to get into this. 1981 Donruss, a really good set. 1981, of course, has the Tim Raines rookie, Fernando Valenzuela rookie, and second-year Ricky Henderson card, as well as third-year Ozzie Smith card, and a lot of Hall of Famers in here. So hopefully we will get a number 10 and can open that one up. So those are our big packs. Of course, there is lots of other great stuff in here, baseball, football, and hockey. And I say, let us get to rolling, see what we get for our first pack on today's episode of Dorking with Dice, with an assist from Javier Baez back there. We get an 11. That's an easy one for me to pull. It's right behind that 81 Donruss, which is 10. And this is Pro Set, first edition, 92-93 Series 1 hockey. So we start off with a little hockey right here at the top of the show. There we go. So let's see here. This is 92-93. And we could be an instant winner. I don't think we would actually be able to redeem that winning card. But it could happen. You never know. Maybe I doubt that Pro Set has a time machine. We all know that Topps has a time machine so as to allow you to redeem all of the various contest cards in their packs from the 80s and 90s. But I don't think Pro Set has a time machine, so I don't really think we're going to be able to redeem anything we might win from here. Great card to start the show off with. How about that? Bobby Smith for his 1,000th point and 1,000th game. Is a 91-92 milestone card of Bobby Smith. Great player for the North Stars for many, many years. Awesome to see that. And these are going to be backwards and upside down. It's just like an upper deck pack, pretty much. Nice sideways card here of NHL Pro Set Hockey Clinic. And that is one that I don't think I've ever seen before. You probably can't see it with that glare there. That's a little better. That's one I don't think I've ever seen before, quite honestly. I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but pretty interesting card. And now here, this one's upside down. One of the great goalies of this era, Kirk McLean. That is a great Canucks card. And I love the, probably have it that way so you can see it better, Kirk McLean. If you look over on the Swedish Hockey Collectors channel, he has just done a list of the best top 10 goalies of the 90s. And if you haven't been over the Swedish Hockey Collectors channel, you're missing out, because he really knows his hockey, and he puts up great content all the time. His top 10 list of the 90s goalies, I will spoil only one of them. Kirk McLean is on the list. Some surprises on the list too, and then some in the top 3 that you will absolutely agree with, I'm sure. So it's a really fun list, and he presents it very, very well. He makes a case for each player as he goes along. So if you haven't been over to his channel, check it out. I think you guys, if you like hockey, would really like that. That's a beautiful card. I'm putting that one in the Wolf layer, even though I don't collect McLean. That's just a beautiful card. We got Bill Lindsay for the Nordiques. We often don't get any Nordiques cards, so it's nice to get one in the very first pack. We got Joe Juneau from the Bruins, and a couple of several backwards cards here. In fact, the whole rest of the pack looks backwards. What is up with that? All right, Ray Shepard from the Red Wings. We'll just flip over and start from the back there. You got a Brett Hull card. That's pretty sweet. Nice sideways card there. Really pretty clean design for Pro Set in 92-93, and really nice cards overall. I like those. Put Brett Hull in the Wolf layer. Got Dave Babiach with the Canucks there. I think Babiach, was he with the, I want to say he was with the Jets when he started out, or maybe, there's Winnipeg, and then the Whalers after that. And then Vancouver. I actually didn't remember him being with Vancouver, so I was thinking who he was with before that. Mark Reshy, that's a pretty nice one. Nice Flyers card there. That's pretty sweet. Vladimir Konstanov, and he is with Red Wings. Nice sideways card of Ray Ferraro. Get this back in focus. I probably missed the last several cards being out of focus. I wasn't looking at the camera. Dave Manson there, Oilers player. And Mikkel Anderson. Peter Zezel, good player there for the Leafs. And Marty McSorley, a bruising player for the Kings and teammate of Wayne Gretzky. So pretty good pack there. We actually got some pretty good names out of there, and a couple of cards that I will be very happy to add to my PC. No question about that. I'm going to put Bobby Smith back on top because I think that was a really cool card. I like to see that. Now we're going to roll for our second pack, see what we get. We got, oh man, almost had that 20. Almost. Instead, we get 8, and that's going to be okay too because this is 10, 9, and then here is 8. And this is a 1992 pack of Donruss Series 2. And, of course, 1992, the main thing we're looking for out of this is an elite card. Donruss Elite cards. I've never pulled one out of a pack. They're extremely difficult to get. And you can get some really great players in those. And they're very pretty cards as well. So we'll see if we can pull one out of here. 1992 Donruss, or is this 91? I think this is 91 now that I'm looking. I didn't get elite cards out of there too. I think this is 91. I got confused there for a minute. Yeah, this is 91. What I was thinking. Let's see, this thing is like welded shut. Man, they really ran the heat sealer over that one. All right, we got the puzzle piece to start us off here, and what an exciting puzzle piece that is. It is a puzzle piece of dirt and somebody's signature. I think Perez was still doing the art for the Diamond Kings and the Donruss puzzles and all of that. Donruss must have had some sort of long-term contract with him. So we put that over there where all our puzzle pieces go, and then we get into this. Jerry Goff starts us off, an Expos card. Some of you will be excited by that. And we got Steve Carter, rated rookie card. Honestly, don't remember Steve Carter, but he was a rated rookie at that time. Steve Cersei. And Jose Gonzalez with the Dodgers there. Felix Fermin, great shortstop. Really good, reliable shortstop. Juan Augusto. And MVP card of Rafael Palmeiro. Great slugger at that time. Ken Patterson. And Tim Leanna. I don't remember Tim Leanna. That's interesting. I don't remember him at all. Max Venable, I remember. I think he was with the Giants for a while before he went to the Angels. And we got Ryan Sandberg. There's our first Baseball Hall of Fame pull. We'll certainly put that one in the Wolf layer. I'm actually not sure I have that card, and I do collect Ryan Sandberg. I have quite a few of his cards. That one, I may have it, but it doesn't look that familiar to me, so I'll have to compare that to what I have in my binder. Mileto Perez and Mike Greenwell. Man, Mike Greenwell was a guy I did collect at the time. I thought he was going to be super, super hot prospect type of guy. When he came up, everybody was all about him, and people were thinking he was going to just set the world on fire, but he really didn't. Mike Greenwell for the Red Sox. Dave Justice, there is a player who set the world on fire. Justice was a very popular player back in the day and a very good hitter, and still popular with Braves fans. And there's Randy Milligan, our first Oriole pull of the day. Nice to see that. I'm going to put Justice on top, and put that right there. Roll our third pack here on today's episode of Dorking with Dice. Let's see how we do here. We got, oh, there it is. We got the 20. That is awesome. Man, we almost had a last roll, and we get it this roll, and that is one of our big packs. Here it is. We open this 1982 Topps Wax Pack. That is huge, you guys. That is awesome. Hopefully we'll pull a pack fresh Cal Ripken Jr. rookie out of here. That would be amazing. I would be pretty excited about that. As you guys know, I collect Orioles, and though this pack is a little worse for wear, you can see some ripping there. This is a pack that I've had for a long time, and I know it has not been tampered with. Hopefully none of the cards inside have been damaged. I can feel the gum moving around, which is always a good sign in my opinion. That means it's not stuck to any of the cards. Of course, this card of Tom Underwood did get some wax residue on it. Man, that is some really gross looking gum there. I'll bring that up closer to the camera for you connoisseurs of vintage gum. That's some delicious looking stuff there for you. That is horrible. I do not eat the gum on my channel, as you guys know, and I've been criticized for that, but I prefer keeping my teeth where they are. Tom Underwood starts us off with lots of wax residue on there, and he's looking pretty coy about that. Tom Underwood is in 1982. Sparky Lyle with the Phillies. Sparky Lyle, of course, best known probably for his work with the Yankees, where he went to the World Series with them. Great relief pitcher, Sparky Lyle. Was in the league for quite a while. And Dennis Lamp with the huge mustache. Bucky Dent, all-star card. Bucky Dent was a pretty good shortstop. Of course, he's famous for other things, but Bucky Dent was a very good shortstop and good player for the Yankees and the Red Sox for many years. Didn't know he was an all-star, though. That, for some reason, that surprises me. I guess because he's playing shortstop, and it just seems like there was always so much competition at shortstop in the American League. I mean, a lot of good shortstops. Randy Bass, of course, Cal Ripken Jr. had not come into the league at that point, so he was not competition for that particular all-star game. Mark Bomback for the Jays. Pete Rose, that's a pretty sweet card. Nice card of Pete Rose there, 1982. He is with the Phillies, and the following year would go into the World Series with the Phillies as well. Nice Pete Rose. Put that in the Wolf Lair. Andy Rincon from the Cardinals, and we got a little special sticker in here. I kind of forgot that they did this, and that's Luis Salazar, Topps sticker. They put one of these in every pack to sort of get you interested in them, and then you could go out and buy the stickers, as I know that I did. I've got a box of those stickers laying around here somewhere of stickers I opened with lots of players in there that you never heard of. Milt May and Vida Blue are on the Giants team card as their batting and pitching leaders. Vida Blue, great pitcher for many, many years, not in the Hall of Fame. Don't understand that. I think Vida Blue should be in there. Claudel Washington from the Braves. Orlando Sanchez. Clearly he is at, anyway, it looks like he's in Chicago there at Wrigley Field. You guys can tell me if that is correct. Not sure what it looks like. Tony Bernazard, speaking of Chicago. And there's Craig Nettles, great third baseman for the Yankees. And Bob Galasso for the Mariners, another team card. This is the Indians team card with Mike Hargrove, who went on to be a manager, and Bert Blyleven, who went on to be a Hall of Famer. I never really thought Bert Blyleven, when he was playing, he never really stood out to me as a guy who would go into the Hall of Fame. I'll put that one on top just to do a little service to Bert Blyleven there, because I never thought he would go into the Hall of Fame. He just never struck me as that kind of pitcher, but I was comparing him to guys from his era like Nolan Ryan and Fergie Jenkins and Louis Tiant and really, Tom Seaver, a lot of really big pitchers, and of course Jim Palmer as well. But, Blyleven never really stood out to me. But I remember a lot of people were fans of him and thought he was a really dominating pitcher at the time. Let's do one more. We got time. Let's do a fourth pack here on Dorking with Dice. What is it going to be? Let's find out. Our big pink D20 has landed on number 4. And that is just fine with me. Let's see what number 4 is. 1, 2, 3, and 4 is Pro Set Football. Man, I've opened a lot of this on the channel. Always seems to find its way into the Dorking box because I wound up with a lot of it at some point, and just pull one out every time I've got a hole to fill in the Dorking box. So let's open this Pro Set Football, see how we do here. We did, I believe our first pack was Pro Set Hockey, so this is a double Pro Set opening today, football and hockey. We'll see what we get out of here. This is 1990, I believe. Yeah, 1990. And there's the propaganda card from Pro Set. That goes over where the puzzle piece resides. Bruce Smith, Great defensive end for the Bills, Hall of Famer in his own right, Bruce Smith right there. Very nice card to start off this pack with. Like to see that. And there's a Pro Bowl card of Brent Fullwood, who was a pretty good running back for the Packers, but not for very long. I don't think his NFL career lasted too long. Jim Dombrowski, good offensive lineman there with the Saints. Dave Waymer, 49ers. Jerry Holmes and Mike Johnson. We got Irving Fryer, a good player for the Patriots. Fast guy at the wide receiving position. I guess he also did kick returns. I'd forgotten that. And Tim McIver, cornerback for the Dolphins. We got Michael Brooks and Greg Cragen, who I don't remember personally, but I'm sure that he did pretty well for the Broncos. Just don't recall him. Dennis Brown. This is a draft pick card of Dennis Brown, defensive end for the 49ers. Ronaldo Turnbull, I do remember him being drafted pretty high. They say he was a first-round choice, and I believe it. Good defensive lineman there. And what is this sideways card? This is the 22nd Annual Pro Football Photo Contest. That is pretty cool. I've never seen that card, actually. That is a pretty interesting card. What does that say on the back? First place. This was the first place card by a guy named Mickey Flegger. Mickey Flegger, congratulations on that. And that is Ronnie Lott right there. Pretty nice photo. I can see why they would like that card. And we got Cortez Kennedy. I always liked Cortez Kennedy. He was a good defensive lineman, a really athletic guy. And then there's Bart Starr looking aghast. Has Bart Starr seen a ghost? I think he has. And that's the Super Bowl II card there. So that's Dorking with Dice today. 4 packs. And fortunately, we got all 3 sports out of that. So that's pretty awesome. Thank you so much for showing up today. I hope you guys have a great weekend planned. And I will see you back here on Monday for more shenanigans and hijinks on the Card Wolf Network. As always, thanks so much for coming by and happy collecting.